Katy Perry could have quietly floated back to Earth, posted a cute selfie, and moved on. But apparently the laws of Hollywood require a dramatic sequel. So here we are, watching her brand new healing response video unfold like the world's shiniest train wreck. The clip opens with Katy lit by enough ring lights to signal passing satellites, softly strumming an acoustic guitar painted with tiny rockets, sighing that she's never felt more attacked in her cosmic journey.
6 celebrity women, including Gayle King, Katy Perry, and Lauren Sanchez, who is the plastic fiance of Jeff Bezos, took a Blue Origin rocket into space on a trip that lasted from takeoff to touchdown less than 12 minutes in total.
She thanks the universe for teaching patience, then pivots to lecture her haters about digital violence and galactic empathy, accusing viewers of dimming her starlight with negative vibes.
Absolutely insane. I don't know if it's just woman cringe, Hollywood cringe, or elitist billionaire privilege cringe, but it's absolutely insane.
Never mind that most people mocked the flight, not her character. Nuance rarely survives in influencer airspace. Katy insists the 11-minute joyride was an interdimensional assignment entrusted to her by celestial guardians, whose whispering guidance apparently includes sponsorship deals. She pauses for a breathy mantra, invites fans to join her upcoming zero-G meditation circle on a subscription-only platform, and claims the profits will plant trees on Mars as soon as we figure out oxygen.
Right, it's so amazing. Like, they went to see space. We're supposed to see them, right? Like, they admired the universe, and what they were expecting was for us to admire the fact that they were rich enough and famous enough to have been granted this utterly vacuous experience from which they learned absolutely nothing.
The internet's reaction is, predictably, volcanic. Twitter, X, lights up with memes before she reaches the second chorus of pseudo-humming. One viral post compares her spacesuit to a bedazzled oven mitt, another splices her speech with footage of a raccoon rummaging through trash, captioned "Galactic Empathy in Action." TikTok goes harder, remixing her teary close-ups with audio of NASA engineers face-palming, while teens ask in deadpan voices whether digital violence includes charging $500,000 for an elevator ride to the Karm online.
Katy Perry was quoted as saying, "We're putting the ass in astronauts." Okay, all right. You go, girl. This is so...
This is why she needs empowering, because she keeps revealing her stupidity like that, and we have to boost her back up.
How much do we not want this rocket to return to Earth?
Katy fires back in stories, brushing glitter from her cheeks and reminding everyone she's a mother, an artist, and now an ambassador for cosmic equality. She accuses critics of clinging to outdated patriarchal metrics like mission, duration, and scientific value, assuring followers that emotional resonance matters more than data. Somewhere, a real astronaut rewinds the video to be sure he heard that right, then mutters something unprintable about the new space race being a feelings contest.
And real astronauts are extremely intelligent scientists who've been tested to the limits of their physical and mental fitness. But this was really not women in space. It was stupid people in space. This was the lowest IQ space crew that has ever been launched from Earth.
As her PR team scrambles, Katy releases a limited edition merch drop called Cosmic. Tears, featuring water bottles labeled "Collected in Zero G." Commenters note the liquid looks suspiciously like filtered tap, but the collection sells out in minutes because irony is powerless against stan culture. She announces an upcoming EP, also titled Cosmic Tears, promising sound-healing frequencies. Recorded during my ascension, which experts quickly identify as the cabin AC hum pitched down 12 semitones.
I have no doubt that it was a cool experience. It was not historic or significant in any way, but it was still, I'm sure, cool. More than cool, it must have been profound and quite moving. It's a shame then that it was wasted on a woman with the wisdom and intellectual depth of a newborn poodle.
Meanwhile, Blue Origin issues a statement celebrating her courage and hinting at future artist-led microgravity events, confirming everyone's suspicion that rockets are the new VIP lounges. Jeff Bezos, interviewed at a tech summit, grins, like a teenager who just discovered the word synergy, boasting that Katy's flight boosted brand awareness by 43%. Nobody asks about the engineers who quietly cringe in the background, recalculating public relations risk in units of meme potential. Enter Megyn Kelly, revived like a sequel's big bad with fresher punchlines and zero chill. On her show, she powders her nose, cues slow-motion clips of Katy's Instagram Live, and proceeds to fillet every glitter-drenched talking point.
What did these women do? Like, honestly, one is sleeping with a billionaire who created this program and is jetting people, to outer space for like 10 minutes, for as long as like your average YouTube video takes. And they came back and they're like, everything's changed. Is it? Okay. They had nothing to do with any of the engineering.
She mocks digital violence, noting that actual violence involves more than an unflattering GIF. She reads, Katy's tree planting plan allowed, pauses and deadpans. Step 1, duct tape seeds to a billionaire's ego. The audience cackles. Megan wonders why the pop star can't admit the flight was a PR stunt, then delivers the line that detonates across social feeds. If 4 minutes of weightlessness qualifies you to heal the planet, my toddler's trampoline session just cured climate change. Hashtags explode, trampoline for Earth trends by lunchtime, and within hours, every major outlet runs headlines highlighting the roast.
Katy Perry, in other words, had certainly set the bar high for herself. She was so insufferably stupid and ditzy before the flight that everybody wondered if she could come up with anything even dumber when she landed.
Katy doubles down, posting a pastel infographic about quantum compassion that layers astrology houses over a stock image of the Milky Way. She schedules an emergency Instagram live, fielding softball questions from an influencer friend who nods solemnly while sipping brand logo kombucha. Katy pledges to transmute negativity into stardust, thanks her light beings for support, and casually announces a new philanthropic initiative, shipping custom sequined helmets to underprivileged kids so they can dream astronaut dreams too. Commenters ask whether helmets beat scholarships. The question vanishes under a flood of sparkly heart emojis.
It was very profound. I don't know if you've seen Katy Perry talk about it, but she's basically a guru now.
Yeah. What were her findings? That's my question.
Well,
what did
she
she
learn?
Daisy,
which is super important. It shows you how quick the flight was. The dead daisy that's like snipped from its life source was still alive or still vibrant.
Yeah, and it's always
Shout out Daisy.
Wow.
Blue Origin retweets her speech with a rocket emoji, ignoring a simultaneous thread from a female propulsion engineer explaining why celebrity joyrides don't advance women in STEM. The irony writes itself faster than Twitter's community notes can keep up. Meanwhile, entertainment news milks every twist. Tabloids run op-eds titled From California Girl to Cosmic Girl, Katy's Martian Makeover, and Space Karen Strikes Back. Late-night hosts joke that the only thing ascending faster than her spiritual vibration is her merch price. Even Wendy's returns, tweeting, "Our milkshakes have more gravity."
5 women went up into space, right? Jeff Bezos, the man who paid for it all, sent his wife up, which tells you something about their marriage, doesn't it? I think he was hoping she wouldn't come back.
I had to come back. I mean, we're getting married. If I didn't come back, that would be a bummer for me.
But the real gut punch arrives when a group of retired astronauts releases an open letter politely requesting celebrities to respect the discipline of exploration. They compare the 11-minute vanity trip to calling a slip and slide a triathlon. Katy responds with a cryptic tweet about frequency policing and posts a selfie wearing a t-shirt that reads, "Gravity is a mindset." The ratio is brutal. Somewhere in this chaos, an analyst tallies numbers. Follower engagement spikes, but sentiment is 80% negative. Yet negativity still pays. Streams of her older hits climb, media bookings pile up, and rumor whispers that Netflix wants a docuseries called Pop Star in 0G. Her team leaks a storyboard. Episode 1, Launch into Love, featuring behind-the-scenes footage of fiancé Orlando Bloom pep-talking her crystal collection. Twitter collectively groans, but SEO metrics salivate. If you're feeling secondhand cringe, smash that like button. Apparently, outrage fuels the algorithm just as well as adoration, and some of us enjoy popcorn with our existential dread.
They're just looking for famous faces who could draw attention to Jeff Bezos' weird little rocket. His first little rocket looks exactly like a penis. Exactly. The guy's working something out. I think he's like working out his sexual fantasies on us.
Then comes the inevitable apology that isn't an apology. Katy posts a 3-minute reel set to soft piano, claiming she's listening and learning, though she never clarifies what. She thanks critics for reflecting her light back to her, insists her intent was pure, and hints at a future. Long-term collaboration with scientific communities, announced as soon as Mercury goes direct. Astronomers note Mercury's retrograde ends in 2 weeks. PR professionals predict the collab will be a sponsored TikTok dance filmed in a flight simulator.
Has shot a bunch of women tourists who are totally unqualified to be astronauts in a remotely controlled spaceship for 10 minutes into orbit. How insufferable? All the feminists aboard? How much do we not want this rocket to return to Earth?
Meanwhile, Blue Origin teases an upcoming mission featuring diverse creators, rumored to include a meditation influencer and a stunt dog with 500,000 followers. NASA tweets a polite reminder that actual missions still need funding. Replies are drowned by people posting rocket-shaped GIFs. By now, you might wonder whether Backlash even matters anymore when every controversy can be weaponized into merch, streams, and reality TV pitches. That's the black hole logic at the heart of celebrity PR. Any attention is fuel, and the only real danger is silence. Katy knows it. Blue Origin knows it. Even the outraged audience half knows it, but still clicks because watching rich people trip over their own branding is oddly cathartic. If you're still here, drop a comment. Does Katy's cosmic crusade inspire you to meditate under starlight? Or delete the internet entirely? We genuinely want to know, because the next episode in this saga will be written by the metric that wins engagement or dignity. And that's the point where the script zooms out, smiling wryly at the camera. Katy Perry set out to relight the empowerment torch, but ended up torching her credibility in a vacuum of her own making. She tried to douse the flames with cosmic water bottles and chakra chants, only to discover that space is a harsh environment. There's no atmosphere to cushion the backlash. Yet in Hollywood physics, every misstep gains inertia. The orbit of controversy keeps her visible, spinning around your feed like space junk refusing to burn up. So buckle up, because if billionaire rockets remain influencer runways, we'll soon witness lip-sync challenges in microgravity and NFTs minted from cabin pressure readings. Until then, keep your seatbelts fastened, your sarcasm sensors calibrated, and your fingers hovering over that subscribe button, because when the next celebrity claims an 11-minute elevator ride cured their spiritual eczema, you'll want front row seats to the roast.